Alright, what's going on, Game Changers? It's GCP here, and first and foremost, I want to apologize to you guys. I want to apologize because some of my video quality and my stream has not been to the best that it possibly can be. But the reason for that is because my setup has now changed. Has changed from a gaming laptop that I did basically everything on to now an official PC. And I want it to produce the best possible quality for you guys, so that way when you guys come to my channel or hop into my stream, I want you to have the best possible experience that you can. So there's a couple of things that I want to highlight from a creator standpoint that I did to make some improvements. First of all, I rendered out this video. Hopefully when it does actually finish and upload to YouTube, it'll look a lot better than my previous video, because that video was just not up to par in terms of quality in the way that it should look. And also when it comes to the stream, I know a big issue was the volume on my mic and not being able to pick up my voice. But now I turned up the gain and I don't have to sit super close to the microphone in order for it to pick up on that volume. So now when it comes to the next stream, it will be a lot better in terms of quality, and you'll be able to actually hear me versus last night. That was a disaster. It was more like a test stream, and I should have titled it that way. But again, I'm new to this whole thing, and I am experimenting with everything. So again, at the end of the day, you guys have the best possible experience and quality when it comes to my content. Alright, so with that all being said and out of the way, I wanted to let you guys know that I am tired of skill-based matchmaking in a public match without a ranked playlist. I've spoken on this so many times before that I might sound like a broken record, but I did a little experiment today as I was playing this morning. I wanted to try something out. You know, a lot of times when it comes to Call of Duty games especially, ping is very important. We've heard the saying all the time that ping is king. A lot of times we can attribute that to bad gunfights, you know, losing them and all of that stuff to the ping and your connection. But in this game, there is something more afoot. Of course, that's that skill-based matchmaking patent. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of this. But the experiment that I did, now I have a NetDuma router. And with the NetDuma router, what you could do is you could limit who you connect to and the radius that you want players to be the host in. So that way you don't have to be connected to somebody across the world from you because of skill-based matchmaking. I thought maybe, just maybe, if I change the radius to that, and now the whole time that I've had the NetDuma, I've just kept it on whatever. I didn't make it that strict where I restricted the area that I could connect to of those number of hosts. I just made it to whoever I match up with, I match up with. And of course, skill-based matchmaking is going to have a field day with that. But I limited it today in hopes of getting into more noob lobbies, so that way skill-based matchmaking doesn't completely take over and take advantage of the fact that it could do whatever it wants with me and connect me with people of extremely similar skill to me. So I did that experiment. Even though I did that, I was still being matched up with sweats, but just at a closer distance. So no longer was ping the issue, because a lot of times we can attribute bad ping to these inconsistent gunfights and to skill-based matchmaking and the level of sweats that we're being paired up with. I was just being paired up with sweats that were closer to me. So that part did not change. And this confirms to me that skill-based matchmaking, no matter who you're paired up with, is super thick in this game. It will find you, no matter how close or far they are to you, the best possible skill to you. So it wants to make sure that you're not facing noobs. That protected bracket is protected for a reason, unless, of course, you reverse boost and session join. Now keep in mind, this is from a solo experience. It kind of varies when you party up with somebody, especially when you party up with somebody who has a lower KD to you or EKIA to you. That stuff kind of gets thrown out of the window a little bit. I'm strictly speaking from a solo experience. The worst possible experience that you can have with skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty is playing solo. That's why I advise, if you can, make sure you try to play with a party as much as possible, or at least somebody else. If you happen to play this game solo, which is a lot of the time that you play Call of Duty, let's be honest, you're gonna have skill-based matchmaking at its thickest. I mean, it's very, and I mean extremely rare for you to go into a Call of Duty match solo and get any type of noob whatsoever, or get into any lobby that is somewhat casual. Like, it is gonna be very rare for that to happen. If you get into a match with a party, or at least you pair up with somebody that you know, then things can vary and can be a lot different. Because I've had mixed matches when I play in a party. When I play in a party, again, it depends on the EKIA of that person or the KD of that person, score per minute, all that stuff that takes into account whether or not, you know, you're going to be paired up with people of equal or similar skill level to you. I think that is when I get a mixed lobby more often than I do just straight sweats. So that's why I always will encourage you guys, every single time you can play or try to play a Call of Duty match, play it with friends, play it with people that you know, or at least in a party, or at least as a group. So that way you're gonna get a mixed lobby versus straight sweats every single time playing a solo match. I think I've spoken on this before, but it is so true. Again, like I said before, I did an experiment with the Netduma router, and I limited the radius of the people that I can connect to, and I was still being paired up with sweats. Okay? Skill-based matchmaking will find a way for you to have the worst possible experience in this game. It doesn't matter how far or what lengths you try to manipulate it in, unless, of course, you know, the only way that we know, the community, especially the gameplay channels out there know, the only way to manipulate it, the true way to manipulate it, is if you reverse boost and session join on a noob account. That's the only way. Otherwise, there is no escape. Skill-based matchmaking will find you and it will take you down. It will make your life miserable. So anyways, that's my message for you guys today. I know a lot of you guys already knew that, but it's good to reiterate that fact. And as much as I can, I will always encourage you guys to play in a party. By the way, if you guys have any alternatives in order to manipulate skill-based matchmaking and what has worked for you in order to get into more noob lobbies or more different variations of lobbies versus straight sweats, let us all know in the comment section below as well. Any and all feedback is always appreciated on the channel. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Now with that being said, this is GCP signing off.